This is Makhdoom Shahabuddin and you're watching Trending Daily. In early 2026, Pakistan is going through a transformation that is far deeper than a change in numbers or policies. It is a transformation of identity. For decades, Pakistan was described internationally as a fragile state, a security problem, or an economy constantly on the edge of collapse. That narrative is now quietly breaking. What is emerging in its place is a Pakistan that is more confident, more capable, and more strategically relevant than at any time in recent history. This change did not happen suddenly. It was not created by one decision or one leader. It is the result of a gradual shift in how Pakistan views itself and how it engages with the world. Instead of trying to survive through borrowing and aid, Pakistan is now trying to grow through capability, technology, exports, and strategic partnerships. That shift is what defines Pakistan's 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, for many years, Pakistan's economy was trapped in a familiar cycle. A crisis would emerge, reserves would fall, the IMF would step in, reforms would be imposed, political pressure would rise, and then the cycle would repeat. This pattern damaged Pakistan's sovereignty, weakened investor confidence, and created a sense that Pakistan was always reacting rather than leading. That cycle is now being challenged by a new economic logic. Instead of relying on foreign loans, Pakistan is building export capacity. Instead of selling cheap labor, Pakistan is selling high-value technology. And instead of positioning itself as a problem to be managed, Pakistan is positioning itself as a partner to be engaged. The most visible expression of this shift is Pakistan's growing role as a defense exporter. In May 2025, Pakistan and India were involved in a 4-day military standoff that became a turning point. What happened during those days was not just a military exchange. It was a public demonstration of Pakistan's technological maturity. The Pakistan Air Force deployed the JF-17 Thunder Block 3, supported by modern sensors, data links, and precision capabilities. The world saw that Pakistan's systems were not theoretical, not outdated, and not symbolic. They were effective. That single moment transformed Pakistan's position in the global defense market. Before May 2025, Pakistan was a niche supplier with limited influence. After May 2025, Pakistan became a proven alternative for the world. Defense markets operate on trust. Countries do not buy weapons based on brochures. They buy based on performance. The JF-17's performance showed that Pakistan can produce reliable, modern, and affordable systems without the political strings that come with the Western suppliers. As a result, Pakistan moved from marketing to fulfilling the orders. In early 2026, Pakistan's Defense Minister Khaja Asif publicly stated that Pakistan could potentially end its reliance on IMF within 6 months if pending defense export deals materialize. That statement alone represents a psychological shift in how Pakistan thinks about itself. For the first time, Pakistan is not talking about managing debt. It is talking about escaping it. One of the most significant potential deals is with Libya, which is reportedly considering a multi-billion-dollar purchase of JF-17 Thunders and trainers. Similar interest has been expressed by other countries in Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. These deals would bring billions in foreign exchange into Pakistan without conditions, without political interference, and without loss of sovereignty. This marks a fundamental transition from aid-led survival to export-led stability. At the same time, Pakistan is using defense exports as a diplomatic instrument. Instead of merely selling equipment, Pakistan is offering integrated solutions. That means training pilots, maintaining aircraft, upgrading the radar systems, and helping countries build entire defense ecosystems. This approach deepens relationships and builds long-term strategic alignment between Pakistan and other countries. A powerful example of this is Bangladesh. In January 2026, the Chief of Air Staff of Bangladesh visited Islamabad with a high-level delegation. This visit is significantly not only for its content but for its symbolism. Bangladesh historically distanced itself from Pakistan. Now, professional and strategic logic is outweighing the historical resentment. Bangladesh is interested in acquiring JF-17 Block 3 fighter jets, Super Mashak trainers, and Pakistani-supported radar modernization. But more importantly, Bangladesh is interested in Pakistan's model of cost-effective, high-performance, and politically neutral defense cooperation. This is a form of soft power that Pakistan has really rarely exercised before. It allows Pakistan to influence the region not through pressure or ideology, but through professionalism and reliability. Ladies and gentlemen, it also positions Pakistan as a stabilizing force in South Asia, capable of offering security solutions without escalating tensions or creating dependency. While defense dominates attention, Pakistan's rise is not only military. It is also scientific, maritime, and technological at the same time. The Pakistan Navy is playing a quiet but crucial role in this transformation. Through its National Hydrographic Office, Pakistan has launched a joint oceanographic mission with China using a specialized survey vessel. This mission is collecting data on seabed conditions, marine currents, and underwater terrain in the North Arabian Sea. This data is not academic. It supports shipping safety, energy infrastructure, undersea cables, port development, and maritime security. It also strengthens Pakistan's role as a guardian of critical sea lanes connecting the Gulf, South Asia, and East Asia. Maritime dominance in the modern world is not about battleships. It is about information presence and reliability. This scientific diplomacy strengthens Pakistan's relationship with China while also increasing Pakistan's independent maritime capacity. It reinforces Pakistan's role as a bridge between the Gulf, Central Asia, and East Asia. The combined effect of defense exports, regional partnerships, and scientific cooperation is that Pakistan is becoming structurally relevant. This matters because relevance creates leverage. Countries that are relevant are consulted. Countries that are consulted shape outcomes. Countries that shape outcomes protect their interests. Pakistan is moving into that category. This transformation is also changing how Pakistan is perceived internationally. Instead of being seen as a security risk, Pakistan is increasingly seen as a security provider. Instead of being seen as economically fragile, Pakistan is being seen as commercially valuable. Instead of being seen as politically unstable, Pakistan is being seen as institutionally resilient. This does not mean Pakistan has no problems. It does. Poverty, governance, education, and internal political tension remain serious challenges. But for the first time in decades, Pakistan is addressing those challenges from a position of growing strength rather than shrinking capacity. That difference is everything. Early 2026 is not the culmination of Pakistan's rise. It is the beginning of it. Pakistan is not yet a global power, but it is no longer a marginal one. Ladies and gentlemen, early 2026 is not the culmination of Pakistan's rise. It is the beginning of it. Pakistan is not yet a global power, but it is no longer a marginal one. Pakistan is no longer begging for space. It is creating it. Pakistan is no longer defined by crisis. It is increasingly defined by capability. And perhaps most importantly, Pakistan is no longer just reacting to the world. It is beginning to shape its place within it. This is what strategic transformation looks like. It is slow. It is complex. It is often invisible. But when it succeeds, it changes everything. Pakistan in early 2026 stands at that turning point. And the direction, for the very first time in a very long time, is upward. This is Makhdoom Shahabuddin signing off. See you in the next episode.